Good morning, let's welcome back to our control playthrough where we are in the head office. Sector head office for the gerbil took the top head. And let's see what item. Oh, we need to defeat somebody. All right. Master Sergeant. Oh, Ranger Sergeant. Never mind. Okay, let's swap to this one and anyway, started blasting. Should be going down momentarily. There he goes. Oh really? You wanted the helmet? Didn't I see this helmet way back when I started this DLC? And I say something, I go, well, this is interesting. So, just 1 second. I don't want these things spacing out. I think I already was. This was already here, I'm assuming. And I made a comment about it. Or I might be misremembering.
A helmet for a head. Is that what the prisoner meant? I guess there's only one way to find out.
I had a feeling also that this would be a bit of a wordplay. The head. That's why I thought maybe if we give him the base, what was the basketball? It'd be like throwing it ahead. Or, you know, move forward kind of thing. Right, hopefully this is it. And it's gonna be, should be, no, that one. Oh, it's not the entrance. Which one is it? Oh, okay. It basically is the same, just without the entrance. Right, that was a quick fight also. We have, I don't know if I checked behind these ones. Yeah, let's just give the head and then I can check a bit more.
The head! River Chicken Station! Oh, far tastier. Press any button?
Okay.
So the helmet is what you're after, huh?
Tubes! Snug and grape. Pure grapes. Hail a lady.
You're welcome, I guess. Did Kirkland lock you up in here?
Chief trouble? Yes. Teddy's long around. But holdout's unhappiest. Can gather for goldfishes. No wrinkle.
Okay. Well, sounds like you're doing fine in there now. Just make sure you don't go anywhere.
Jelly.
At least we helped this guy. I think. Best we leave it locked up, though. We have no idea what it is, and we don't need any more problems out here.
Fair points. I mean, you never know when he's gonna, let's say, snap and do something bad. So far, looks like he's chill. Even if it's locked up, he's like, yeah, cool. I just want that one. Just, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm still curious. Like, give me the option to at least open it. I don't know. Give me an end screen saying like, well, what you did was really bad, you know. Oh, hello. I did miss this one here. That's a level 6. Well, I guess that's gonna remain a mystery. Right, I know I could have fast traveled to the other point, but no, there's no point. because I'm already here. Hold up, I didn't have the mission selected, and this. Ah. I hate it when this happens. I think I might need to change my mouse and keyboard. It's starting to do double clicks on its own. Okay, that's done, and then here. Oh, projectile speed. This is for charge. Don't really have. I do have a projectile speed, which is 112. Is it 500%? Are you serious? Yes. It only is level 5. Oh, hold up. I put the wrong one. This is the projectile speed. Okay, there we go. Don't need 600 something speed. It's fine. I need the blast radius. And I did have... What was it for? Let's charge. Pierce. I did craft some things. And also this was that I got from one of the side quests. So I think I did replace some of the mods here. Okay, you're exclusive to charge, so I can just disassemble you. There's no point on keeping you. I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah, seems to be going quick. This might actually backfire, to be honest, if I think about it, because at least with the other one, yeah, it was moving fast, but I still had a tiny bit, fraction of a second to, you know, back up. This might be really danger close. Right, I still didn't have this one selected. Okay. Return to active investigations. Okay. Langston? Still have the same things to say, or you're saying something different? Nothing from Langston? During the elevator? Right? Okay.
Director, ma'am, great timing. Hartman just came through here. God, he was hideous. He tore the security door into the Bright Falls AWE site wide open. He was so ugly, like, wow. I got a good look at him, and Christ, he does not look like he used to. The hiss must have messed him up or something. He looks like a bar rag that's been twisted by the world's strongest man. Or a monster from some 80s horror movie. You know, back when it was all practical effects. Ugh, nasty. Did you say something?
Langston.
Remember, I can't hear you. Never mind, just go after Hartman. Oh, so disgusting.
Right, okay. Well, this seems final. I mean, I'm not seeing any other areas that's with a question mark.
I've written, rewritten. The darkness wants to hide the past to make me lose my way. I trust what I read on these pages. I wrote them for a reason. Cut through the reality, tear it apart, and rewrite it. They are drawn to the mystery.
Okay. That's for the missions. Loadout. Did receive what? Nothing too great. So, on writing the manuscript.
I've written and rewritten. Deconstructed, reconstructed. Experimented with different voices. Changed the style, changed myself. Forgotten the language, relearned the language. Have I been here before? Gone down this path before? The darkness wants to hide the past to make me lose my way. You must know where you've been to know where you're going. I trust what I read on these pages. I wrote them for a reason. My notes to myself. The only way to make progress, recap, then write more. The style then. Lose the fat. Make it clear. Ugly. Functional. Present, be blunt. Only the brutal truth. Cut through the reality, tear it apart, rewrite it. Be clever, make them do the work. Form the image in their minds. They make it, you just imply. Incept. They're drawn to the mystery, obsessed. You set it up, they put it together. Their interpretation, and there's only one because you give them no choice. And they believe in it. Because it's theirs now.
I see. Feels like there's no free will kind of stuff. Okay, any other chests? No. Right, into the lift we go. I think this is the end. Unless we're gonna have more and we're gonna have to go through all the areas again.
Stuck. Let's go take care of it.
Oh, we have some darkness. Okay. Ah, that one. God damn it. Right, any other chests residing around here? Do I need to be in the lift? Up. Alright, hold up. I need to get out. Okay. Ow. Yeah, I don't think I need to use the charge on this one. I'll be too close, these guys. Okay, we good? We good. Yeah, not use the charge. There's really tight corners in space. Don't think there might be anything behind here. I might as well check for any last secrets. Don't think there is anything. Maximum security life subject. Alright, buddy. Oh. We have to do this again?
I've forgotten again. I had a plan. I know it. I've forgotten. He's coming. I've got to get out of here. Dive deep.
Weird? Yeah, I know.
Whatever is going on with Wake, he clearly needs some help.
It is still locked. Okay, I don't need some light. Okay. Got a door, then. Because I'm not seeing any prompt to pick up any stuff. Come on. One more turn. Okay. Yeah, we cleared this one here, but... Yeah, not now, game. So I doubt this one is cleared. Okay. Bleed is clear in the second room then? No. Does that mean I can... Okay, that actually opens the third door. These did not come back, right? No. Oh. Thought I would take damage, but... Looks like I can. Could get close enough. So... Ah. Alright, there's the key.
Going mad. Wake had to escape, right? His escape. Wake needed a hero. A hero needed a crisis. For the part in the story about the government agency, Wake needed something special. Something to convey an alien force mimicking human intelligence.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. What does that mean then? Let's just listen.
The story needed many beginnings, many springs. Streams that turned into a river, a flood, and then an ocean. This was one. Wake used the materials he had, the connections he had, the people, the places. Wake put them in to make it true. His wife, the psychiatrist, his city. These connections, like magnets, move things. Alice was a conduit. She'd been in the dark place. The thing that had been Hartman sensed her near, sensed Wake through her. Went berserk, broke loose. Wake made sure Alice was already gone by then. Safe. The more springs, the more the story became real. The more people believed. Cause and effect. It was extremely delicate and hard work. It had to go through the path of least resistance where success was most likely. Where there was a connection already. Wake felt the pressure grow in his head. Going mad. Wake had to escape. Right. His escape. He was already out. He wanted to make it true. Wake needed a hero. A hero needed a crisis. For the part in the story about the government agency, Wake needed something special, something to convey an alien force mimicking human intelligence. Something that can't be translated. Translated. Wake channeled Burroughs and Bowie. He cut up sentences and words. Orange peel. You are home. Insane. He put them in a shoebox. He pulled out the words. Wake created a Dadaist poem. He'd try anything once. Or had he tried this before?
That still didn't quite answer the question fully. But is this hinting that he created the his? Because yeah, those words were heard while through the his. And Dylan as well repeated some of those words. and then the mention about the government agency and a crisis. So basically, is this hinting that everything that happened in Control, the base game, was because of Alan Wake? That's the theory that I'm getting here, or that I think that's the theory is. I might be completely wrong, but okay. Huh. Right, let's see. Maybe we're gonna have a more definitive answer by the end. Get the power on. Bright Falls AW, yep, there he is. That's Alice Wake interview, alright. After reaching out to the Bureau, Alice Wake was brought into the oldest house for an interview on Redacted 2017. See file redacted for the full transcript. The interview conducted by Agent Shah and Dempsey revealed that Mrs. Wake has had recurring nightly visitation from her missing husband in her New York apartment. Address redacted. Mr. Wake appears out of nowhere and rushes at her down the corridor. According to her impression, he appears crazy and horrifying, clearly coming at her with violent intent. Mrs. Wake believes that he is haunting her, insisting he is not Alan but a fucking monster in his body. Mrs. Wake has not been sleeping out of the fear of these visits. Her attempts to keep the lights on through the night result in relevant hallways light bulb breaking every night, possibly indicating involvement of the redacted. Further investigation required. We propose installing monitoring equipment in the apartment. Copies of supply requests from L-501-4 have been sent to Mr. Kirkland and administration for approval. Well, definitely something was happening.
Another replica. Like the one they made for Ordinary.
This is gonna be for
Director
Ranger.
Faden here.
Yep.
I need a ranger dispatched to my position.
Reinforcements are here!
It is completely effing dark here. And that's not doing much. Okay, we're safe here. That's, I think, a recording over there. Right?
These are the notes of Dr. Emil Hartman. I am continuing my work alone again since certain parties were too blind to recognize.
Right, it's gonna be a double. I'm gonna listen through this one through here.
These are the notes of Dr. Emil Hartman. I am continuing my work alone again since certain parties were too blind to recognize a golden opportunity. Despite my generous offers, the conversations came to naught. Some people simply do not value collaboration as I do. Though I believe now that it was for the best. The sort of bold, pioneering work that I am undertaking cannot thrive under the shackles of bureaucracy and regulation. I have a history of seeking such partnerships. There was a time when I had hoped Alan Wake and I could collaborate. Together we could have produced art such that the world has never seen. But Wake was stubborn, egotistical. Writers usually are. Disappointing nonetheless. But now, like Tom before him, Wake has disappeared into Cauldron Lake. And this is where my work turns hypothetical. Since he was lost to the lake, Thomas Zane has been observed by various townspeople. This indicates to me that the individuals within the lake are not entirely gone. I anticipate Wake will similarly return one day. While I may harbor some resentment for the man, his raw talent and determination are undeniable. From this, I have concluded that the lake and the dark place within it are not as removed from this world as I previously thought. Given my acute awareness of what awaits within, my meticulous preparations, and my considerable education, I believe myself much more prepared than either Tom or Wake. I should be able to cross into that dark realm with the chance to return as they have. All that remains is the dive itself. It frightens me, I admit, but such is the burden of the truth seeker. I will take my plunge into the dark tomorrow, with only the light of knowledge to guide me. It is time for a breakthrough. Until I return.
And returned he did, but not the way he wanted. No, that's gonna be playing in the background, unfortunately. This one, beware. There, maybe.
Sort of bold pioneering work that I am undertaking.
I mean, for now, yes. Okay, now we won't have that recording playing. Now, there is a case file. Bright Falls, 1976, summary. An unconfirmed threshold manifestation occurred at Cauldron Lake. I think it's Washington, WA. Ah, never mind. The citizens of Bright Falls had gathered in the town's southwestern fields for the annual festival known as Deer Fest. Eyewitnesses all claimed that the day had been sunny, confirmed by the reviews of the area's weather reports. But then, with no warning, a thunderstorm appeared in the direction of the Anderson farm, and a tornado rose from Cauldron Lake. The torrential rain that followed caused a flash flood. It was as if the day had turned to night. Testimony from redacted. Frank Breaker, the sheriff of Bright Falls, formerly a bureau agent, see employee file redacted, managed to guide the crowd to safety as the festival grounds were destroyed by the flood. The festival was cancelled, ending one day early. Lack of official bureau presence on the scene makes this event difficult to report as a confirmed AWE, though the similarity to other known events in the Bright Falls area lend credence to the accounts of the townspeople. I don't know, I think the Alan Wake game takes place like in the late 2000s. No, I know the game, I think, came out like 2009 or 2010. But that doesn't mean the events of the game would be in the same year. You know. So I'm curious.
Let's hit the driver's seat.
Okay, damn. Okay, that scared me for a bit. When he started to just talk like that. Okay. Is relatively close. Okay, we have light over there. Alright, looks like that's all the lights, and I'm was in the position. Just curious to see. Is there anything else around here? I mean, it might be, but I can't freaking see. Hey, good luck, buddy.
There. Now it's mine.
Oh,
Lacey,
now we...
Right. You are pretty organized.
Hey, we are fighting him. Okay.
Fight those bastards!
Oh, damn, that recording is still going?
Flank him!
Okay, I do kind of want to... Oh, no, definitely need help, unfortunately. Okay, danger close. Okay. Now I'm playing really, really bad. I'm about to go down if I'm not careful. Are you serious? How big is this house? Oh boy, this ain't great. I knew it was not that easy. Damn it. No. Free. Let me go. Ow. Definitely hurt. Buddy, I need your help. Thank you. Oh, all right. Definitely an interesting fight. Somewhere. Surprised my body is still alive. And this ain't great. Ooh. That actually could have been bad. Okay. Yeah, what? That's a completely...
Darkness!
Phew. Okay, he was about to just nibble on me. take a break here. Need to get rid of these guys. I lost my body. Damn it! Ah, right. Oh, did I?
Thank you for meeting with us again, Dr. Hartman.
It's my pleasure, gentlemen. I hope the information I provided thus far has been of some small use.
It's been invaluable, Doctor. Really, we have a much clearer picture of this event, thanks to your accounts.
Well, I do consider myself a keen observer of...
We did have one question, though. You mentioned in an earlier conversation that your patients displayed, and I'm paraphrasing here, unnatural abilities that you in fact encouraged during their time in your lodge. It'd be very helpful if you could fill us in on the details there.
Of course. Like yourselves, I work to understand and even bend the rules of our earthly paradigm. My patient's well-being was paramount, of course, but I would hardly be a man of science if I did not reach out at the underlying truth. As I stated in my written proposal, I believe working alongside your organization could be greatly beneficial to both parties. Sharing notes, as they say.
Thank you, Doctor. That's all we need to hear. Remy?
Dr. Emil Hartman, you have been found in breach of Codes 4, 8, and 74 of the Federal Bureau of Control Criminal Offense System.
What? You can't do this. I am a well-connected man. You're making a dire mistake, my friend.
You will be detained until further notice and all personal property will be confiscated, including the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
That's preposterous. You can't just seize my property. I'm a United States citizen. I have rights. That lodge is my life's work. I'm offering you years of research.
Get him out of here.
You're making a mistake. You have to listen to me. You have to listen.
Damn. All right. I'm surprised I missed this one. Unless it just spawned now. No, unfortunately, I won't have help.
This is the director.
Oh, never mind.
I need a ranger at this location immediately.
We're in this together.
All right, let's do this again. Now, kind of know what's what.
Attack from the side.
Okay. No! Freak. Okay. Ow. Okay. This ain't working that great. Ooh. Okay. Got that one. God damn it. Here, hold him. Miss me with that. Great. Did I do it? You serious?
Hartman won't be a problem anymore, Langston. But investigations need someone to run it. Interested?
I've seen what happens to sector heads, ma'am. No, thank you. Ma'am, I'm getting something on my terminal here, an AWE alert from Bright Falls, Washington. But it might be a glitch. The date's all wrong, a couple of years in the future. And we're in lockdown, there shouldn't be any incoming signals.
Maybe it was active before we went into lockdown? Are there agents on site?
Let me check. Agent Estevez is the field agent in charge of monitoring the site, so she should be there to let us know if the situation has been through any major changes recently.
Things set in motion. If the alarm's true, then so is the reason for the alarm. The effect must follow the cause. It's happening again. A return. You have been warned.
Okay. So, I guess I could have interrupted him from breaking these things around here? Because it looks like I managed to do that somehow. And are we done? Okay, there's a multimedia. Yep, no missions. I guess I can look around, see what I missed. If I missed anything. So we had the interview over there. There was a document that I read here. And I think at the time now, the game is already out and we already know that I have the documents here, that there's gonna be a continuation to Alan Wake, and I think this was the way on.
This must be where they studied Hartman. Kind of looks like Dylan's cell. I wonder if they treated him as badly.
Yeah. So definitely this kind of feels like a hint. Yeah. Alan Wake 2 is in production. Guys, seriously. If I'm about to die here, then we leave it. A bit late for that achievement, that they defeated Hartman. Indeed. I forgot. I thought I was on the spin. Right, we chill, guys. Nope. Somebody else here that's having at it at my ranger. Anywho, yeah, this definitely was a not a Easter egg, was a hint that Alan Wake is in production. This should be the one that's is red. I have 3 more documents. Bright Falls, 1976 supplement. On the day of the flooding, the rock band All Gods of Asgard was rehearsing in the field outside the Anderson farm, the homestead of band members Odin and Thor Anderson. Both admitted to being in a heavy state of inebriation at the time, having spent days drinking their homebrewed moonshine while celebrating Deerfest. After the townspeople were evacuated from the flooded field, Sheriff Breaker was asked by Freya Anderson, daughter of Thor Anderson, to check on their father and uncle. Breaker drove to the Anderson farm and found the band members alive but in need of medical aid. Thor Anderson had been struck by lightning, and Odin Anderson had cut out his own right eye. Possible reference to Norse deities Odin and Thor. I know it's redacted, but I don't know why they redacted that. They claimed they had fought and valiantly defeated a dark army of the Scratching Hag, rising from Cauldron Lake. CAWE of 1970, related to the suspected, redacted at Diver's Isle. While impossible to verify, these events are relevant to the recurring AWE at Bright Falls and the Cauldron Lake, redacted. Odin and Thor Anderson have been listed as persons of interest. Damn. Multimedia should be...
Thank you for meeting with us.
Yeah. The interrogation, which was at the lift. Then we have 2 more here. Wake evidence. Admission of evidence, okay. Description: a photograph of Alan Wake captured by Alice Wake during an event in her home. Alice Wake, former wife of Alan Wake, CAWE 35 for details, has recently been visited at night by her ex-husband or entity resembling him. See file, redacted for more. Being a professional photographer, Mrs. Wake positioned cameras with motion sensors around the corridor he appears in and managed to capture an image of Mr. Wake on film. During an interview with Mrs. Wake, she mentioned that her favorite camera, redacted model, was lost in 2010 during AWE 35. No match has been found among the confiscated evidence from AWE 35. It has been filed as a potential altered item, and research staff stationed at Bright Falls are being contacted to check if they have any knowledge of such an item. Okay, so I think this kind of confirms that the first Alan Wake game takes place in 2010. When the game was released as well. And then Wake photograph. Evidence ID, pro Alice Wake redacted, taken on, redacted. So that's like 7 years after 2010. And wasn't it something that he disappeared into the lake or something like that? Which I'm assuming this game kind of spoiled the story for Alan Wake. So if or when I'm gonna play that game, it's not gonna be, well, quote unquote, blind playthrough. Because I'll know from stuff from here. But yeah, that's him. Okay. Is there anything else here that I'm missing? I thought maybe I could get inside the house, but no. I think we're good. That's the recording. Let's get to investigations. Oh, hello. Actually, there is something here. A chest and another document. Night Springs, screenplay, page 4. The scientist turns from what used to be his director, now transformed into a stranger, an alien that only resembles the director in form. He drops his all-important clipboard as he stumbles towards the closing portal, but the horrible entity is already rushing through it in a flow of insanity and chaos. The scientist becomes caught in it, and the entity devours him, screaming as it enters our world. The director lifts his pistol to his head. His hand is steady, sure in its finality. Director, or so I thought. Camera fades to black. A gunshot is heard. narrator, voiceover. And so, our hunger for control, our obsession for domination and power, the hubris at play in this children's puppet show we're starring in can only lead to our fall from control. To submit to those who really hold the strings and control us in Night Springs. End of screenplay. Yep, this is definitely the plot or the events leading to the beginning of this game. So I did not exactly... Oh, I did not use the lift. Yeah, that's why. This is this lift over here. That's for the ranger. Okay, I'm curious to see if Langston has anything else to say. Abilities. Yeah, unfortunately, I need 5 total to get all the melee. 3, but I'm missing 1 to get the next one. Does that mean more any side quests? Anytime I can clear those. I don't have any missions. And from the countermeasures, yeah, there's nothing that would give me points. Unless maybe now some of them will give me ability points. Okay, that was a weird creaking noise at the lift. Okay, Langston, anything else you want to add? Besides what you said in the... cutscene? No? I don't think you want to say anything. Alright. That means we're done with the game. I'll double check off screen if I missed anything, so maybe we'll have a next episode, a bonus episode, in case I missed some missions or, I don't know, anything at all. But I think overall, we're kind of done. And just a side note, in terms of achievements, I think I'll have only like 2 achievements left. I think it's the Rangers. I still need to kill a certain amount of Rangers left. Like his Ranger. And then I think it's the Shield Rush, I believe it's called the achievement. Like, pull out the shield and just evade, you know, dash through the enemies and get kills. But that's like 100 something total, and only have like maybe 5 or 6. I don't know when was the last time I checked the achievement. But yeah, other than that, everything's done in terms of achievements. Final thoughts. Really loved this game. Like, the science fiction, the mystery, all the strange things. Still a couple of questions left unanswered. More questions arise. And I'm curious. I don't think the first Alan Wake game had something regarding to control. Maybe some of the agents that were mentioned here in the game, in the collectibles, maybe they're present in the first game. Like I said, I did play a bit way back, and I don't remember that much from the game. So potentially some of the agents, what was it? It was coffee something. I don't drink coffee in real life, so I don't know the bottle thingy. It's not a coffee bottle. It has a different name that keeps the coffee warm, and I can't remember the word. What it was? I think maybe those seem, if I remember from the collectible, from documents, say like, oh, those things were kind of very often you could find them, and I think maybe it's not that being as a collectible in the first anime game. Who knows? And I did see that apparently could be a Control 2 in the making, but no news regarding that. When it's gonna come, if it's gonna come, and all that. And I think Control came, what, 2019? Or 2017? I think it came like 2017, 2018. When the game came out. With the Ultimate Edition, with the DLC included. Like around 2020 or 2021 coming out. Which is the version that I was playing for this playthrough. So I'm curious, because we still have Dylan in the coma, barely alive. So I'm curious where the story could be going. It looks like the board is not exactly good guys, as we saw towards the end. They do have a hidden agenda or something that maybe is not gonna benefit us that much or not at all. Love the weapon forms, interesting take on it with the mods. Glad in a way that we didn't have all the weapon forms available for me to just spin. To like, you know, spin them around, not just the weapon form spin. But maybe would have been better if you had at least maybe 3 forms available, so you can have like a third one, and then you can change how you want and or your playstyle. I ended up going with the spin and charge. Did kinda hurt myself with the charge actually, with the blast radius. I was actually noticing even up at a distance with the blast radius kinda took a bit of damage, so maybe wasn't the greatest of choice. And then spin for a bit more close combat kind of thing, although I could have gone for the shatter as well in that regard. Interesting missions. Interesting that some of the cutscenes were like game engine based, some of them like with real actors. And I think it was for the voice actor for Jessie as well. Definitely looked like it was the voice actress herself, not just an in-game model. I think it was at the beginning when she was going a bit with the voices way back. Not sure if we had for Dylan. Dylan, I think it was all in-game. I don't know. Curious to see if they're gonna make a Control 2 and where the story goes, and hopefully more powers, more objects of power, altered items. Some of them were interesting, some of them were funny, some of them like, okay, this is really bad. Yeah, lots of potential to explore in this world, so hopefully we will see more. But for now, I'm gonna leave it here for this episode and playthrough, in case there's nothing else that I missed. If not, I'm gonna see you in another episode with the extras. But other than that, hopefully you enjoy this part and playthrough, guys. And I'll see you next time in whichever playthrough it may be. But as always, don't forget to take care.